How to train go to bed. First thing you'll need to do is get yourself some tasty treats and the dog bed or crate that you're going to use. Move towards the bed. As soon as your dog is on the bed with 2 front paws, say yes and drop the treat onto the bed. When we first start training this behaviour, we're going to do 10 treats in the crate, 1 treat out of the crate. So we're going to do 10 repetitions of treats inside the crate. If the dog looks like they are going to break position, or if they do step out of the crate, just guide them back in and continue with the 10 steps. And I've intentionally used a dog in this video that hasn't been trained this behaviour, so you can see a real life example of a first session with a dog. After you've done your 10 steps, you're going to ask the dog to break, and you're going to throw a piece of food away from the crate. So this is resetting the behaviour and giving you the opportunity to start again with the go to bed. So then you're going to ask to go to bed. You can see Casper's quite a switched on little boy. He's picking it up really fast. And then you're going to start again with your 10 reps. You can start to slowly add in some movement and some distance away from the crate as well. This is adding a distraction and rewarding the dog for staying in position in the crate. If they do break, which very well may happen, just guide them back into the crate and reward them for going back in. We're teaching the dog that it pays to stay. They get a lot more reinforcement inside the crate than they do outside the crate. We're teaching them to just have a nice positive association with being in their crate or in their bed. You can use a dog bed for this as well. The same method will work with crates or beds, but this is a good way to also crate train your dog as well. It's important with all of your cue words that you say the word before you action anything. So with the break, you're going to say break, then throw the food, and with bed, you're going to say bed and then point with your hand. Doing this helps the dog to distinguish between the verbal cue and the physical cue of your hand moving. Next, I'm going to add in some distance. So I'm going to put some treats in the crate with the dog outside of the room, and then I'm going to bring the dog in and send him to his crate. We've done a couple of reps, so he's starting to get the idea of what go to bed means now. So he should go in there and look for the food. Once he looks back at me, I'm going to reward him for that. And we're going to start to add in some movement away from the crate, so you can take a couple of steps away. If he does break, which Casper did in this instance, you're just going to put him back in, reward him for staying in there, move away, come back. And so you can slowly start to increase the distance that you can move away as the dog gets more competent at doing this behaviour. As well as increasing the distance at which you move away, you can also increase the distance at which you send your dog to the bed. You can start to say bed from 3 or 4 steps away and make sure you've got treats ready to run and feed them in their bed. And you're always going to end the session with a break cue.